So this is officially the most torturous trade of the year on the most torturous day of the year. Columbus Day, October 14th. While the world is waiting for our government to tell us the announcement if the decision was made, still no announcement, but price is moving in very powerful bullish direction as expected. As price had spelled out since October 13 as very powerful bullish structure had formed in overnight markets. If you're trading overnight, you had very powerful buying opportunity at 1682. Since we opened up trading room, we saw this buying opportunity at 1690. Finally, my price blasting through the first target, aiming for the second one, 1696.75. We've been witnessing for the last 40 minutes price had been struggling at decision point 1 and finally blasting through this level. That's why I moved my stop to break even, because I completely expected this. Next level, 1696.75. So on the most torturous day of the year, we still managed to pull 4 points out of S&P. But this is a reminder, if you determine to trade on Columbus Day, be prepared to be tortured. But once again, you are seeing very, very clearly that price overnights any news, as we are still at 11:54 this morning, have no announcement from our government, none whatsoever. The only thing that came out on Trades and News that no deal had been reached. But we've been long since 9:30 EST because price told us that far in advance. No indicator will ever tell you that. Next level, 1696.75. Trailing very, very carefully. The patience and discipline once again paid off. So again, I spelled out my next level, 1696.75, and I'm paying attention all the way to 1700. Here we are, 12 EST. Will something bullish come out from the markets? White House and Senate to meet with President Obama at 3 o'clock. Ooh, how did we know that? It's only 12 EST and we've been long. No agreement yet, and market is rallying, as price spelled out clearly overnight. But nowhere to take profits off the table. That is the most critical component of successful trading. Frankly, I don't believe anybody should be subject to being in a trade for 3 hours. Alright, 1696.75. But this is a reminder, when you're trading the most liquid instrument, the most liquid future, outside of the bonds, you are part of serious institutional volume. And that's the power of S&P. You start today with 1-2 lots. You double your demo account after you learn all the rules. Then you migrate to your live account and you keep adding lots each and every month. As long as you can pass, test the patience and discipline, and you want to be part of serious institutional volume, S&P is your instrument. So managing the formation incredibly carefully. Give me a favor and give yourself a favor. Take this as your second target, okay? I simply go by what price is telling me, because I'll be closing room very, very shortly. My trail is well outside at 1691 and a quarter. So far we are here 6 points later on this fascinating, most torturous day ever, October 14, Columbus Day. So once again, do remember where market structure is on monthly chart. Ultimate exhaustion levels. We're getting endless corrective fluff. That's what's very critical to recognize. But formula remains the same. It doesn't matter if I trade range charts, hourly, weekly, or daily, whatever it is. All the levels and targets, formula remains the same. 6 points later, I'm trading carefully. This is my second target. So will price finally pick up this team once again? I'm monitoring my guiding light hour. My third target will be 1697.75 and all the way to 1700 area. I'm remaining super duper conservative because again, being in a trade on S&P under this market conditions is super duper aggressive thing to do. As we can see, 27% lower volume the entire day. But market spelled out, price told us incredibly clearly, buyers showed up, giving us very powerful buying opportunities at 1682. Since trading room opens up at 9:30 EST, there was nothing for me until 1690. So there we go, the moment of truth. Will price finally make it to 1697.75 and all the way to 1700? It is still only 12:04 EST and no government announcement until 3 p.m. EST. Once again reminding you, price tells you everything you need to know far in advance. So what will my trade do? Will it give me a pullback? What do I know about decision point 2? I know that market ends at decision point 2 only 20% of the time. I know that decision point 2 is resistance level. I know to respect this level highly. But it's not as powerful as decision point 1 or my danger zone levels because decision point 1 is the end of the minor trend and danger is the end of major. But because I know how S&P moves, I don't ignore 1700 area, do I? I know and trade only one instrument, right? Just like those of you who are watching these videos. If you're wondering why things are not working out, it's probably because you have multiple instruments under your tools manager. The very first thing you have to do is to master one. And there is no better instrument to learn than S&P. You're witnessing how clearly important and how precise these levels are. That's exactly why I adjusted my stop to 1691.25. This is 6.5 points later on the most torturous day in the market. Price tells you far in advance where these levels are. And it doesn't matter if it's S&P, it doesn't matter if it's oil. Just like oil told me 16 months ago where this level will be. And this is exactly where oil had staged collapsed from. Is that clear? Know your levels. Know what not to enter into. Know where to take profits off the table. And do not subject yourself to ultimate torture trading on major government holidays. So there we go, guys. I'm closing the room. It's 12:17 EST. We knew this bullish trend set up well before any government announcement ever happened. Once again, reminding you, if you know how to trade pure price action, you don't need to depend on anything but yourself and your knowledge. So there we go. My trail 1691.25. We reached decision point 2 on a trade structure. Do not ignore what price will do all the way to 1700 area. We'll review everything tomorrow morning. Adios everybody, look forward to seeing you tomorrow.